My name is KRS-One. It is an acronym for Knowledge Reigns Supreme Over Nearly Everyone. I'm here to support the first responders of 9/11. I heard that there was an issue. When 9/11 happened, many people volunteered to run in, but there were people who were paid by the city, and it was their responsibility to actually run in and make things work and make things happen. Thousands, hundreds of those people did that. They did their jobs, and they went in and they saved lives and even recovered. I mean everything that a first responder does. Everything from saving lives to recovering property, they did it. In the midst of that, they got sick. And because, the fumes, the asbestos, the lead in the air, they inhaled all this stuff and got sick. You would think that in a national tragedy like this, that the city would find that money somewhere to take care of these people. We're not talking about 1 million people. We're talking about a couple of thousand people, and it ain't about the money. It's really about typing in a code, and these people get health care. But you can't even do that, right? 9/11, September 11th, 2001 has a variety of meanings for me. Obviously, terrorism and, extreme violence and, whatever war America's fighting with other countries, obviously led to that. Whether 9/11 was an inside job or not, it still happened on American soil, and that makes it now American history. And me, I've been criticized in the past for not really being as sensitive as I probably should be to the event itself. And that's warranted, because I slept in the World Trade Center when I was homeless back in 83 to 85-ish time. I used to sleep in the Trade Center. And let me tell you, it wasn't a picnic at all. A lot of corruption, a lot of attitudes, a lot of hatred, a lot of arrogance. The police would come, instead of, telling you to get out, they were aggravated. They hit you straight up at the Trade Center. We knew what that was about. To the hood, the Trade Center looked like two horns in the sky for us. We ain't had nothing to do with that building. Harlem, we know that the wealth of the people is getting sucked into them two towers. That's what we know. So we're not too much of, the towers fell, we supposed to be so sad, and nah, not coming from here. What's saddening is that people go along with the system, hoping and trusting that it is right when it is wrong. I'm not going to speak for 100% of hip-hop in that sense, but I would say 80% of us believe that was some twisted stupidness. Like however you put it, 9/11 was an inside job. Or, like Jada
didn't blow up the project.
Right, well wait a minute, here Jadakiss comes right out and says, Bush, why did you knock down the towers? He goes right to Bush. With it. Hip hop is all about justice and fighting for justice. We Are Change is one of those organizations that I believe you have to actually be doing something to join. At least my guilt won't allow me to be part of that kind of an organization and sit around doing nothing. So at the end of the day, the name, I think, speaks for itself. We are the change. Because revolution only works for those that participate. You're out there every day trying to make people aware. Well, welcome to the 1%. Welcome to the 1%. I'm quite sure the Illuminati tried to, or just be more, the Trilateral Commission and these cats. These are regular people. And, one thing I like about the film is Truth Rising is that you're showing the humanness, the frailty of these so-called power men. They're running from the camera. They're cowering. They're like, and I think, if you get anything out of the film, if you get anything out of this film, get that. Get the message that these people are a facade that if you run up on them and demand your rights, they have no choice but to give them to you. Mr. Magic once said, persistence overcomes resistance. Don't give up.
The thing that really got me to believe was the big plane crash. If a little plane crash, you got a wheel, you know, the emblem, whatever the numbers from the check. This is a piece of the fuselage. You ain't had none of that.
When this country tells a lie and you might see the obvious truth, it's like if nobody else around you sees the obvious truth, you got to figure out how the way to break it off in pieces and give it to them in doses. And so music and culture is a good way.
You're out there with a camera. I mean, that is just real, right? Run, I can't even accept no honor in your face.
I just say,
come on, man.
We talk about like gangster rappers, and I'm this and I'm that, and I'm thug and I'm hard. And
they ain't never stepping with that.
This dude right here.
Yeah, pull him in the screen.
Come on, this dude right here and the entire team. I don't like the word gangster, but if there is such a thing we should believe in, this is gangster.
Right
for
here.
real.
Right here. And that's what, and this is, and as Rakim said, this is how it should be done.